Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the podcast. I'm Dyl. This is my little green bear Dom. What was that?
That was my roar.
Could you do that one more time, please?
Does it sound like a bear?
Oh, that's supposed to be a bear sound.
It's just a roar, you know. Roar.
RAWRXD.
Yeah.
Were you ever one of those people?
No, Dylan, what the fuck?
I feel like I could have potentially been one of those people.
You also could have been one of those people. If my eyebrows are red, just mind your business. I just plucked the shit out of them.
I'm going to be hiding behind my microphone because I have...
Because he has a herpy.
Yeah. It's just a pimple, but...
He has a herpaderp.
This morning I woke up and it was like a two-headed white monster, dude. It was insane. I wish you could have seen it. What are you doing?
You got fuzz in your hair.
Yeah, I wish you could have seen it this morning. It was...
I can see it right now.
Absolutely tragic. No, I'm telling you, it was 3 times the size this morning. Like 3 times. I'm talking like hanging off of my face like a baseball.
I keep telling him I have these little pimples.
I'm not putting it on my lip. I would put it other places. But my other ones aren't that bad.
It's not. It doesn't hurt. Like
I just don't want it on my lip. That's uncomfortable.
You sleep with it. You won't even feel it.
I don't want it on my lip.
You wouldn't even feel it. Like you don't feel it. Like, I forget.
Why are we fighting?
Because, dude, like, they work. Like,
I'm not worried about it, but it is what it is.
Well, I have to look at you.
Okay.
So
you don't have to look at me though. You don't.
I mean, but I can't not stare at it. It's
you don't have to look at me. Period, though.
Like, can you tell I'm looking at it?
Yes, I can tell you're looking at it. Your eyes are literally focused in, like, there's honed in.
It's so hard to not look at it when I'm talking to you. So, if you use a pimple patch tomorrow it'll be so much smaller.
It's gonna be so much smaller tomorrow, regardless.
We'll see. I'm getting sick again. This is bullshit.
I don't think that it's a sick thing. I've just been congested for about 2 weeks now, which also it feels like we haven't recorded in like a year and a half.
Yeah. What up, guys? We went to Ohio, and we're back, and we had a good time, and yeah. Like, check out Dylan's vlog because it
comes out Tuesday.
Yeah, it'll be out in 2 days. But check that out because that is basically
my channel's linked below.
Not the whole situation, but it's a good
it's a lot.
Snippet of what we did.
It was us at the gym. Then it was all of the pictures, and then it's just like some random.
And then he has a donut review coming out with
Maverick stuff.
Him, and his niece and nephew. So check them out because they're freaking good, and these kids are funny as fuck.
We should have filmed the ice skating.
Well,
I would have loved.
I would hate to bring that camera.
No, we didn't have to do it with a camera though. We had our phones out there, and I just didn't think about it. Mainly because I was in so much pain.
Yeah.
But I didn't fall, so that's a plus. But I would have loved to have Maverick wiping out on there.
He didn't give a fuck though.
Not at all.
Like, if Addie fell, she fell. Like, when we first got out there together, she fell a couple times, and she was getting a little upset.
I hadn't even got out there yet. Did she, like, really bust her shit? Because she was crying.
Well, she hit her forehead on the ice. Because when she falls, like, when Maverick falls,
he falls. It's graceful.
Like,
he just glides across the ice.
He just falls, but he keeps his head up. When Addie would fall, she would just boom, and, like, everything would just come crashing down. I told her, so when you fall, like, try to keep your
brace
head
yourself
up.
Here.
I was like, just try to keep your head up so that way you don't hit your head on the ice again. And she was like, okay, I'll try. But I'm like, yeah, like, that looked like it hurt really bad because she just whacked her shit on the ice. But she was just like,
I'm glad I wasn't out there because I don't have children, so I feel like even if I did have them, I would, like, that's funny to me. As long as you're not, like, seriously injured, it's funny.
I always get scared that, like,
they are seriously injured.
No, like, someone's going to fall and they're going to put their hands out. Someone's going to come right over their fingers and just
honestly, the fact that ice skating is like this, just no waivers, no nothing, is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Like, there are people, I have ice skated one time before this event in my life, and I am by no means a good skater. And they put me out there with guys who are going backward, like speed skating backwards, dancing around. There's people out here pushing cones. It makes absolutely zero sense to me. If I get it, like, at maybe like a practice or like a class. If fucking
Maverick can be out there.
Yeah.
Going. I mean, Maverick basically was just walking.
But I will say children have a less less fear. They're not as
and
scared
they also
of
have
things.
a lower center of gravity. I feel like it's just easier kind of for them, but it doesn't matter because fucking put the goddamn cone down. Okay,
How is it even fun for you?
That cone is not helping you. People are so like they have these like literal like cones, traffic cones, and you can just like hold on to it and like push it as you go to keep your balance. And like I get it. If you need to get the hang of it, you want to go around one time with it.
No,
cool.
It doesn't help. You are leaning over onto this thing. Your whole body
your whole ass is sticking out.
You're not gonna skate like that. Really, it's not doing anything for you but making you look like a little fucking bitch.
And people had like 2 of them. I'm like, just get off the fucking ice. Like, knock it off. You're never gonna learn. For this shit. Like, you're never gonna learn how to do it if you don't put the fucking cone down. That cone would make it harder.
I agree. Like, and how is it fun?
Just hold on to the fucking edge of the rink and get your balance. Once you get it, you get it.
If somebody said, "Come ice skate with me," you can use a cone. I'd be like, "Go fuck yourself." I'm gonna stay home. I told
you to get a cone.
That doesn't. Yeah, but
you were hurting to put your weight on it to help.
Right,
out.
I can.
Kind of like a cane.
I could skate. I didn't fall. Like I can catch myself from gonna fall. Like I'm not saying I'm out here setting any land speed records.
As fuck and he couldn't do it.
But I couldn't. My one foot was fine. My other one could not go any fucking tighter. Like I was trying my hardest. They also don't do half sizes, and I am like a legit half size guy.
Yeah.
Like so that's a lot. It would be smashed.
We should have got 110 and 111.
But the problem was I couldn't get it tight enough. The shoelaces just would not go any tighter, and it just felt like my ankle couldn't bounce. Like
it was horrible. I know. I used to use hockey skates. I don't know why, but like it would hurt.
I should have used
bad.
figure skates, but honestly, the way in my head, I was like, hockey skates are for guys, figure skates are for girls. No. And if you wear figure skates and you're a guy, you're a little bitch.
But the figure
and I saw a guy lacing them up, and I was like, pussy.
They have so much more support in them because hockey, like, they don't go up as high and they don't get as tight because I think that's the point of them, so you can like pivot and fuck around.
No, but you would think as a figure skater you would have more mobility.
No, but figure, I just feel like I don't know. I feel like you would think in general you just need a fucking tight skate.
Honestly, why are they different? Why are they different?
I don't know. I'm sure has to be a reason. You're asking somebody who literally has no idea.
I would think that like maybe the blade part, like the actual skate itself was different. It's the shoe part.
It could be both.
I don't think so. I think the blade is probably very standard.
I think hockey players though probably don't wear their shoes super tight. Like you're probably used to.
Yeah, my thing is they probably also are socked up in that bitch.
Yeah.
I just had on a regular sock. Like, maybe if I had like a big thick winter sock.
I had 2 pairs on, but even then, you? Like.
Yeah. Oh well, you have mine on.
Well, my feet are a little bit wide. So, like, to put on a dainty little figure skate, my fucking foot was screaming in there. But it was fine.
I was, like, verge of tears. I don't know if you could tell.
I could tell you were hurting so bad. I was like, don't just go.
I couldn't. Every time I got off, Maverick would come right over to the door, and then he'd come sit down and be like, you're not going to come back out? I'm like, you want me to come back out? He's like, yeah.
They're so funny.
And I tried to trick him where he went on the ice and I went right back, and he would literally spin back around. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm skating.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Like
yeah.
he was basically.
For 4 years old, I'm impressed.
But like he was like the littlest kid out there.
But he was
going. Moving.
When he would say, "Watch how fast I can go," he would take off. Fast. I'm like he could skate faster than me. I'll give him that right now.
Cute little kid. So,
I think maybe I could skate faster than him if I really wanted to, but I'm 100% crashing and burning. It's not worth my knees.
I can go.
I can roller skate fast.
I wasn't doing it though because there's so many fucking people out there and like the ice gets all like.
Isn't it weird though? Like it's pretty similar to roller skate and ice skate, but I am scared of ice skating, but I'm not scared of roller skating. And obviously I'm more comfortable doing it.
They're not the same though because it's
the same movement.
It's the same movement, but it requires so much more balance. Like you're literally standing on a piece of thin metal on fucking ice.
I'm talking about rollerblades.
Rollerblades, though, first off, you would be on the ground.
All the wheels are...
Which is not slippery. And then...
a fucking skating rink?
I mean, yeah, they are, but it's not... I feel like even ice is more slippery than a skating rink. And rollerblades, yeah, they're in a line, but they're thicker than a fucking little tiny blade. Like, you're on a little blade so
but you put a pair of rollerblades on me, and I'm fucking
the ice
zooming,
compared
dude.
to it's probably 10 times as thick, the fucking wheels of a fucking rollerblade.
Yeah, I'll be zooming. You know the hill across the street from Momo's house at the park? Like that long hill? You've been down in there with me, right?
Yeah, we biked it, and I was fucking dying.
My grandpa used to rollerblade down that.
That'd be fun. I did
that.
That
Is
once.
seems
I
like the
did
most
that
dangerous
once.
thing. I'm
We
not
did
making
it.
that turn.
We didn't do it there, but we did like a huge fucking hill.
There's like nowhere to slow down.
And we all fucking crashed. We all fucking wiped the fuck out, and it was horrible. I was like, who let us do this? It was my fucking aunt.
But did they let you? Because like
yeah,
things
they
that I did as a
go
child.
down the hill. We were with my family.
Oh, see, like we used to do some wild shit, but like it was just me and Jacob and like maybe some other guys from the neighborhood. But like our parents didn't know the shit we were getting into back then.
I was with my aunt, and they were like super cautious, so I was like shocked they even let us do it. But we all fucking just at the bottom of the hill fucking just crashed, because like you can go down, that's great, but like how the fuck do you stop yourself? Like,
that's one thing that my family never was cautious. We have home videos of like
dude,
me riding my bike super fast, like coming towards a park and like into the mulch, and my dad would tell me to turn the wheel really fast, and I'm young, I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. I'll just fly off my bike.
No, my mom still, but my mom was such.
You said she still is?
Yes, such a fucking worry wart, like about everything. Like I've talked about this before, but like she'd make us like fight each other to make sure we could like keep up if someone tried to take us.
Yeah, that was red
and
wine
she
time.
would like, yeah, and she would just like literally, like me and my sister both grew up thinking that like one day we will be abducted. It's only a matter of time.
Or at least attempted abduction.
Yes, like she made, and like, yeah, I know it happens like fairly often, but she like made it seem like it's 100% gonna fucking happen to both of you. You better be ready. You guys are gonna get kidnapped. You guys are gonna get fucking raped. You guys are gonna get molested. Like she would literally, like, to the point where my sister within the last like 5 years has finally been able to like go in public alone. Like she would never like go to the grocery store alone, go anywhere alone. She always needed somebody with her because she was so fucking
There's a
afraid.
middle ground here. Like
my mom,
you gotta be somewhat prepared.
Top about everything. Like I got my wisdom teeth taken out. She was like,
now that's where I
acting
really saw
like
it.
I was going in for like a major like brain surgery.
That is where I really saw it. When she texted me, you hadn't even been back there for an hour yet.
I guarantee you she was crying.
Oh, I could tell via text that she was having a breakdown. She was like, "Is Dami out yet?" I'm like, "No." She's like, "Oh my God, please let me know as soon as she's out. I'm worried over here." I'm like
I get it. You get
she's
put
getting
under,
her wisdom
and
teeth
like you know,
out.
getting put under is always risky.
Oh, dude, if she would have seen you,
she would have been freaking out.
when we left that dentist office, bro.
I know.
Oh, I would have.
What a horrible
loved
time
to have her see you.
What a horrible time. Honestly, getting your wisdom teeth taken out is some fucking bullshit. I hope I
never have to have it
I don't
done.
understand why we have wisdom teeth.
Because you're wise.
It doesn't seem very wise, in my opinion.
No, but I mean, do you think at one point, because at some point in history, like the dental things weren't a thing. So do they just deal with the pain, or do you think that our mouths have gotten smaller over time?
I don't know what it is, but all I know.
And why do some people have them and some people not?
Everybody has wisdom teeth.
But like not everyone needs them out.
It's a matter of if you need to get them out or not. Like mine, like I probably could have went without getting them out, because eventually it would have been they would probably just stopped. But they hurt so bad, and they were so fucking deep. And
so do they just start coming in? Like, is that what that is? Like, when did they just start to come in, and that's
no, the full tooth is there. Everything they've been there for a while.
So what happens?
They're like trying to grow out. I think
out of your mouth.
Yes.
What happens if they do grow out of your mouth?
Well, people do. My sister has all hers grown in.
They
just grow in the back if you have enough space for them. I didn't have enough space for it.
I got plenty of space. Please grow in and push my teeth.
And
together.
mine were also like so.
You know the dentist used to tell me that maybe when my wisdom teeth came in, it would push my teeth together.
Well, yeah.
That's not real. I think they just told me that.
It does cause crowding, and it would move your teeth. Like when your wisdom teeth come in, like if you don't have space in your back.
I got plenty.
But I'm talking like the last tooth.
I got space to spare.
The last tooth to the back of your gum. Like, is there enough space for a whole tooth to fit in there?
Uh-huh.
Then yeah. Like for me, I didn't, and my teeth were growing in crooked, so it was just a hot fucking mess. But either way, it's bullshit that like almost everybody has to go through it, and it's horrible. It was horrible. Like, what a horrible time. But we're on the up and up. My teeth feel great. But you know what's crazy? That my teeth are still numb in the front.
That don't seem healthy. That don't seem right.
Well, the dentist did say like expect your teeth to be numb
for weeks on end.
He said it'd be like 2 to 3 weeks. Where
it's been over a month.
It's been a while now, and like for a while from like here all the way back they were numb, but now it's just like these first like 2 or 3 are still numb.
What if like you have like a gum infection, all your teeth are gonna fall out?
That's not what it is. It's the nerve.
You don't know that.
They said it was pushing on the nerve so bad because they were
So do you think
weak.
like you have a fucked up nerve now and you're just going to be numb for life?
I think it's going to take time to heal.
He said 2 to 3 weeks. It's been at least 4 to 5.
I know, but I did research and I looked on TikTok too. People said it.
TikTok ain't research, bro. I don't know where you went to school. TikTok ain't research.
You fucking know by now, but TikTok is used more than Google. And
that's fine about being used. That does not mean it's accurate. I can get on TikTok and say anything I want.
If I go on TikTok and I type in like wisdom teeth nerve numbness, people are on there talking about it.
But that's anecdotal. It's not scientific fact.
It's not, but it doesn't matter because people go through things that aren't going to be on Google. Like people go through things that people go onto TikTok literally to ask for answers.
But you are taking it as whatever happened to them is happening to you, and that's not true.
That's not what I'm taking it as. Oh, this person also had numb teeth for a month. Okay, they said it went away after a certain amount of time. Their wisdom teeth was also close to the root. Okay, makes sense. Somebody else is going. It's more so like I can find comfort in knowing that another person has gone through what I'm going through and is okay, and it went away. And I'm not really worried about it because
if you're just being lied to, you're cool with that because it eases your mind, is what you're saying.
I don't think they're lying though.
But you don't have any idea. Is what I'm saying. Like you're okay with it as long as it eases your mind. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I hope all your fucking bottom teeth fall out.
No, I just don't. You're just an old fuck, and
it's not about being old. It's about old. TikTok is not like a source of news.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
TikTok is a great source of information. I guarantee.
Information and entertainment. It's not like news.
Anything you want to know. Type it in that search bar.
That's fine, but you're not going to get like a fact about it. You're going to get someone talking about it randomly. That's like someone searching our podcast for fucking relevant information. We're on here, never know what the fuck we're talking about.
You can always find stuff. And anybody who wants to know something, look it up on TikTok.
You got just as good of a chance to use a Wikipedia.
Exactly.
And anyone can type that in.
Wiki. You go to Google. No one takes that as fact. You type something in, guys. If you find something on Google with a credible source, great, cool. But if you can't find what you're looking for, go to TikTok and type it in. Guarantee you'll find what you're looking for. And take it with a grain of salt. Obviously, people can lie. But I also feel like the internet's a lie. So
the internet is a lie.
It doesn't really matter. Like, if you're looking for something that's kind of just obscure and random and you can't find it on the internet, for instance, why are your teeth numb after a month?
If you want to hear someone's personal story, okay.
Yeah.
But if you take that as fact, that's
take it
one
as, okay,
instance.
This person has... The odds of them going on here, I think I'm going to make up a bullshit story about
It's not about it being bullshit, but
let me just go on here and make this up.
It's not about it being bullshit. It's about being... That is one person's experience. That doesn't mean that your experience is identical to that.
But if I'm having the same things they're going through...
You only know what they tell you in a minute. You don't know their situation.
3 minutes.
You don't know like how many 3-minute TikToks do you actually watch.
If someone is talking about... I'm on TikTok way
Too much.
more than you. Way more than you. And I'm telling you, if someone said, hey, I got my wisdom teeth taken out. My tooth was close to the nerve. My teeth are still numb after they were still numb after a month. What the fuck more do I fucking need? I relate to you. I had the same thing done. I'm going through the same thing. I don't need your fucking age, your fucking race, where the fuck you live. All I need to know is you went through what I'm going through. Okay, so at least one person in the world had this happen to them. So I'm not alone in this.
At least one person.
And if it happened to them, it's probably happened to more people. It's just the one person who chose to come on here and talk about their experience. Okay, great. Cool. But for them to sit on here and no one's going to go on there and be like, I think today I'm going to make a bullshit video.
You don't think anyone's lying on TikTok?
No, but about that specifically, I'm going to make it
if you can lie about anything,
were numb
if you can lie about anything, you can lie about that. And I'm not saying that they lied. What I was saying is you can't take one person's experience.
But it's like when you hear someone else talk about something that you're going through, it makes you feel a little bit better about something.
Okay, I'll take it. Makes you feel a little bit better. But that doesn't mean that's the same exact thing.
But it sounds pretty fucking similar to what I went through, does it not?
Like I said, I hope all your teeth fall out.
No, you just like to argue with me. And that's fine because I can argue for days.
Days?
Yes. I can argue. If you want to argue for real, I could fight with you for a week and not even speak. I can hold a grudge.
That's not arguing then. But if you don't even speak, that's not arguing.
No, but we're in an argument and now we're not talking. That's still an argument.
That ain't ever me.
It's not you, but it's me and I can do it. I can do it forever.
I would either, one, just not come here at all, Or 2, I would just talk to you until you broke down.
I would say I'm not talking to you.
I'm never going to not speak. I've never been mad enough at someone to not speak to them. Like, for extended periods of time.
I have.
Like, no. Like, what pisses you off that bad? Like, for that, just don't ever speak to me again.
Well.
That's different. Like, never speaking to someone again. Or, like, not talking to them for a week.
I think it's more so to, like.
If you don't talk to me for a week, cool, we're done. I don't want to ever talk to you again.
Okay.
A week? If something happens that's that bad that you can't speak to me for a week, I don't ever want to talk to you again.
Well.
Like, what would it take to get you to not talk to me for a week?
I don't know.
It has to be huge.
You piss me off good enough. Anything.
Right, and it'd have to be a really big thing. That's what I'm saying. So, like, if it's that big of a deal to not speak for a week, if we're living in the same place and you just flat out walk past me and don't say a word.
Yeah.
We go to sleep at night, you don't say a word.
Yeah.
We wake up and we're in the same vicinity and you don't say a word. Yeah.
We do a podcast and I just sit here.
I would not do a podcast.
And I just stare. Or I talk to the camera, but I don't talk to you.
Then how would that even work?
I would ignore everything you're saying, have my own conversation with myself.
So basically, you just have a solo podcast. Mm-hmm. So I would just sit here and not say anything.
You could chime into things I'm saying, but I'm not.
But then you would probably just bulldoze over them because you don't want to feel like you're speaking to me.
I would bulldoze right over them. But I don't know what it would take. I don't know.
A lot.
Let's find out.
What were we talking about the other day? Oh, what it would take for you to kill me.
Yeah. He thought what did you ask?
If I killed a dog.
If he killed the dog.
I said if we had a dog and I killed it, would she kill me?
I was like, no, but I'd be pissed off. But then he said the dog viciously attacked him and then he just like snapped its
No, that
neck.
was another. We were just going through random situations. And she said
if you raped me, I would kill you.
You would kill me?
Yes.
I mean, I would never rape you, first of all. I don't even know if we're allowed to say this on YouTube.
Well.
But, yeah, you don't have to worry about that.
We can say it. Bad friend said the word rape today.
Well, we were saying it a lot.
Well, if you did that, then I would kill you. If you murdered someone that I love. If you murdered... not anybody.
Yeah, I was about to say you'd kill me over...
I will.
Because then you're a hypocrite.
I'm a snitch, and if you do anything, I'm fucking telling on you. Period. Point blank. Yes.
If I killed someone, you would tell me.
I wouldn't just go to the police station, but if they came to talk to me,
you wouldn't cover it up or like...
No. I am not going to prison for your ass. Absolutely not. I would
what
never.
If it was warranted? Like...
Then that's something that you can tell the police yourself.
No, you're supposed to be a ride or a die.
I'm not.
Then guess what? You can die too. So now I know if I murder anyone, I have to murder 2 people.
No, if you murder somebody, don't fucking tell me. Basically, just keep it to yourself. Because I would not be able to talk to somebody and be able to just make shit up for you.
If the cops never came, like I really was good with this, would you still be able to speak to me, or would this like drive a wedge?
I mean, it depends on the situation.
But would you? But that's the thing. If I just came to you and said, "Hey, I killed someone,"
but why?
But you wouldn't want to know why, because you wouldn't want to have to know.
I would say, "What the fuck? Why did you? What happened?" I wouldn't just be like, I don't even want to know. I couldn't do that. I'd be like, "What the fuck? What happened? Was you fighting someone and you accidentally beat their ass a little bit too hard, or
would that be okay?"
It depends. Were they like a bloody pulp, and did you lose? Like, there's one thing. Like,
I blacked out.
Like if you hit someone over the head with something and they just fucking they die. Okay, like it was one hit. My bad. Didn't mean to kill you, but it happens. Or is it like you were on the ground like wailing on them and to the point where their face was like a bloody pulp?
But what if I had blacked out in that moment? It
doesn't matter. The difference between hitting one person one time or like beating the absolute fuck out of them.
I'll give you a scenario. I'm driving home. It's the night, sober, and I hit someone with my car. And I know immediately, but there's no one around. I'm on like a dead road. Like nobody's there. So I get out, assess the situation. There's no bringing this guy back. So I throw him in my trunk, and I take him to the middle of fucking nowhere, and I dump the body.
Nope. I don't know. Sometimes I think if I hit somebody, I would just keep going.
Not a fucking chance.
But I would stop.
In the moment, you'd be so frantic, I don't think you would be able to keep going.
No, I would definitely stop. But I like to think that I would keep going.
You wouldn't be able to speak to me, even like if it never came back.
I'd be so pissed at you. I would say, Dylan, what the fuck
would you turn me in?
it wouldn't just go to the police and say, hey guys, this my boyfriend did this. But if they fucking had you on footage,
no one questions me. I'm like in the.
I wouldn't go tell on you. No.
Like you hear about it on the news, like body found, but that's it.
What age was the person? Middle age, young?
Like my age. Like we're close in age, like 30s. They're in their mid 30s. They got a kid.
Well, we don't know. How would we know?
Well, we would after that. I would definitely look. If I killed someone and then a report comes out about like body found and they put this person's identity out, I'm 100% looking into their entire life.
Well, I would feel like shit. I don't know if I couldn't stay with you. No, I couldn't stay.
But you wouldn't snitch on me?
No, I wouldn't go tell on you. But okay. I would not stay with you.
You're a piece of shit. That person's family needs closure.
No, maybe. I don't know. It's hard to say. But that's, I don't know, like you hit someone with the car, okay, it happens. That's not like anger management situation. Like if you beat the fuck out of somebody to the point where they're like a bloody pulp. And
I don't even know if I'm physically able to kill someone with my bare hands.
I think anybody could.
Maybe like a little situation. Maybe like a little twink, but not like a regular sized human. I don't think I could murder.
Yeah, I think anybody could. I'm not saying like, do you have the ability? It's not like do you have the power to do it? It's more so, do you have it in you to do it as a person? Like, I think anybody would kill somebody if the right situation came arise. Like, let a fucking person try to fucking kidnap me or do something crazy to me.
But I'm talking just bare hands. I don't think I could beat the shit out of someone to death. I think that at some point I'd be like, what the fuck? It would have to
be a good reason. If you're just in a brawl, you go to the bar, a person fucking says, hey, you ugly fucking bitch, and then you beat the shit out of them. To anybody.
No, like, who are they calling an ugly bitch?
You. Or they're saying you fucking snaggletooth, nasty, ugly, herpy lip bitch.
Okay, dude. I'm about to fucking beat you to a bloody pulp.
You beat the shit out of them and kill them. Horrible. But if someone's like, like does something to your mom or to me, something crazy, and you fucking go kill them.
They would have to do something physically to one of you guys. Because if they just call you some random name, I don't care.
No, I'm saying like some guy abducted me.
I mean,
you don't know what he did to me.
Here's what
you don't know what he did to me, but you found the guy.
No, that's different. But what I'm saying is, like, if I caught them in the act of abducting you and like I was beating the shit out of them, I think that I would have restraint at some point to be like, okay, they're incapacitated. There's nothing they can do. I'm not gonna murder them.
Well, as you're abducting, what if someone has me taken for hostage? And they send a ransom video of their face. They're an idiot. And then you see them one day at the local King Supers. And you're like, this motherfucker has my girlfriend. And I've been gone for 4 days now.
I'll tell you right now.
You don't know if I'm dead. What the hell's up with me?
I'll tell you right now, I wouldn't know 100% that person on the video and in the grocery store was the same person. I would not just run up to them and beat the shit out of them. I would probably call the cops. Be like, hey, I think this is the person. And here's the thing.
I would grab them up and
this is already unlikely. Like them giving you a video of their face, that's obviously going right to the police.
Yeah.
So that's
like you tell the fucking
never
police
gonna happen.
I'm gonna kill her, and you see them with a knife to my stomach.
Well, the chances are they're probably gonna kill you anyway. So I'd still show the police.
I know, and honestly,
there's a better chance of finding them if I show the police.
I don't know if I was taken, and someone was like, "Shut the fuck up."
4 days, I'd probably have a new girlfriend anyway.
I'm not someone who would just like bow down to my abductor.
No, you would be fighting back to the point where they would have to kill you.
They would kill me.
Yeah.
Like if someone's like, shut the fuck up or I'll blow your brains out. I'd be like, I would scream so fucking loud.
Out, bitch.
I would say, go the fuck ahead. I don't care. Because honestly, getting your brains blown out
is better than
fucking getting your fingers chopped off and your fucking pussy ran through. So yeah, I'll take it. I'd rather do that than to see what's to come. Because I don't want to ever be tortured or like even like starve to death or anything like that. Like, no, but I would definitely not be somebody who'd be like, okay, I'll be quiet. Like, fuck you, bitch. I'd be screaming at the top of my lungs. And I have my mace out and I have my little alarm out and I would do everything I could. And if you kill me, you kill me. At least I died trying, But you're not going to kill me with me not trying. Like, that's crazy. That's not happening. But I heard this thing. I don't remember where I heard it. It was definitely a credible source, though. It was someone who was
TikTok.
Someone who specialized in like abductions and stuff. And they said like if someone tells you to not yell or not fight back, you do what you have to do. Like you fight back. Like you don't show them that you're weak.
Well, yeah.
Because then they might not want to take me. They might run or like say, fuck this shit, I'm out, and like run, you know, or like knock me out and go, you know. It's like they might be like, well, I chose the wrong fucking target.
It's too big of a risk.
It is. Yeah. So
that's one thing.
There's this girl I work with. She was telling me she's too afraid to go to the gym after like 8 p.m. I was like, what are you scared for? She said, I don't know. There's a lot of creeps. I said, yeah, there's a lot of creeps at the gym. But I also know, like, I feel like everyone who goes to our gym, even if they are a creep, I'm like, you have to just hold yourself and like act like you don't give a fuck. Like, if you know, like, I don't know. I don't make myself look like an easy target, like, at all. Like, if someone's looking at me some type of way and I feel awkward, I'm not gonna like be weird about it. I'll look you dead in your eye and be like, what's up? Hey. Like, you know, someone trying to creep or be weird. Like,
have you ever had, like, besides, we obviously talked about that time where the car was like running around the block here.
Yeah.
Have you ever had like a moment where you thought that you were going to be abducted?
No.
Like, where you really got that feeling?
No. Not really. But it's crazy to think that what if I was someone's target at some point in time? It's crazy to think that like you could have been someone's target.
Do you think that we are on a very deep tangent of abductions? Do you think that more people like are sought out, like targeted for like long periods of time, or do you think it's like more people are wrong place, wrong time? They were gonna abduct someone and they just happen to be there and seem like an easy target.
No, I think it's more thought out.
Like they pre-plan who they want.
I think a lot of people, if you're being abducted by, it's someone you probably know, or like, you know, like your friend's parent, or like the fucking electrician came over and like saw you, this young girl, and so now like he's kind of seeing where you go, and like next chance he gets, he's gonna take you. I think more times than not it's like someone that you know or like have crossed paths with, and they like something about you or something. Like, I think people do post up and just like target people if they look weak, but I think a lot of times it's someone that like, even if it's only been like a day or so, like it's been something that's kind of planned out a little bit.
All right, while we're on this weird, like, you're talking about younger girls, like pedophilia type shit, you want to talk about Balenciaga?
Well, we can. There's really not much to say.
I mean, I just want to know, like, you kind of your thoughts on it. Like, do you think that the people who are in charge of it are actually, like, do you think it's actually as pre-planned and thought out as, like, the internet's making it out to be?
Yes.
So for those of you who don't know, they ran a campaign that was essentially child pornography in a way.
Yeah, like they're like glorifying and trying to make it seem like it's.
But there's a lot of like Easter egg type things in these images that are like things that have to do with like
BDSM. A lot of it is BDSM.
It's like
pedophilia.
Yeah, it's like a lot of like pedophilia. Like, I can't think of like the word I'm trying to find, but it's like old like folktale type shit where it's like these different words are planted throughout it, or like images from these words
Did you see, like,
are
the
associated.
image of, like, the case? There was like a photo of a purse, and it's laying on like a file, and it's a file, and you can read the words, and it has the words like child molestation, sexual predator.
No, I didn't see that one.
Like all these things, and then there's like another girl, and she's holding like a panda bag. Or like a bear bag, and it has like panda eyes on it.
I did see another one where it's a boy and he's standing. I think it's a boy, but there's a panda or a bear. No, it is a panda on the thing. And it has weird eyes.
Yeah, it's like
which
weird,
was the panda
like
eye thing.
Panda eyes, and
which they said
like
is pedophile shit.
There's a photo of like a kid, and there's like handcuffs and like, you know, BDSM type stuff. She's like wearing like a weird, like, I don't know. I feel like, first of all, who are these
kids' parents?
These children's parents? Like,
my thought is it's probably people in not just like Balenciaga corporate, but like Hollywood, because Hollywood is also known for the same type of bullshit.
Well, I think a lot of people have like, I don't know what's up with like child predators, but I think it's more common than like anybody even knows.
No, and they're trying to normalize it, and I think that's the real issue. Is like that type of shit tries to normalize it. Obviously, it got pulled, but now it's like they replaced it with other things. And like if you look closely, there's like books that have to do with the same type of shit. Like you said, that file type thing. Like there's other stuff that's still alluding to the same thing.
There's like one of the designers, so I saw this video, and there's one of the designers who like they're Satanists, or they're like they believe in Satan. Yeah. And did you see Andrew Tate talking about it? Mm-mm. Like, people don't like Andrew Tate, but when he talked about this, like it was definitely like eye opening. He's basically
people don't like Andrew Tate for different reasons.
People say like, I didn't know he was on Big Brother.
A different country Big Brother.
Did he win?
I don't know.
anyways,
it wouldn't surprise me.
He was basically saying people who believe in Satan have this way of doing things. Where'd you see this at? On Twitter. They have this way of doing things, and it's basically like, if you are indulging in something.
Oh yeah, he is back on Twitter.
If you are indulging in something that is bad, and so basically, here's this Balenciaga campaign. You can see that we obviously are fucked up individuals. You can see that we're supporting pedophilia and this and that. But if you go out and you buy Balenciaga knowing that this is what we believe in, then you're just, you're just as bad as me. And you know what I mean?
By association.
It's basically like, well, that's the way they kind of do things. And I forget the wording he used because he was obviously way more like,
he's very articulate.
But yeah, like he was like on it. But I was like, wow. He's like, and that's what a lot of people who are in these big industries, a lot of them do believe in Satan, and a lot of them are fucked up, and they like
try to
like justify
image that I was telling you about, like with the kid where like there's a panda. There was like very like dark drawings. Like they were obviously child drawings, but like that you could tell like it's probably like an abusive home or something. Like they were very like no like happy kid is gonna draw these type of things.
Yeah.
And then like there were certain things on the ground around this kid that were related to either pedophilia or Satan shit, and it made a pentagram on the ground in front of this kid. Mm-hmm. I was like, this shit is like, y'all went through so much shit to put this out, and now I got pulled. But like that's just them like pushing a little bit just to see what they can get away with.
I mean, they had to know they were gonna get lashed back.
But
like, you're not fucking.
But
stupid.
did they? Because like, here's my thing. Are they really? Like, they got it for how long? And now it's done.
But I'm saying, like...
Because we're kind of late to the party to talk about this.
But, like, in other countries, I forget what other country it was, but somewhere, like, more towards Europe, there's a Balenciaga store. And people, like, put, like, I don't know, like, sticker. You know how, like, you go to, like, a store and they have, like, kind of, like, decals on the window? You know, you probably can, like, scrape them off. They put the word... pedophile all over the Balenciaga store. And like I see a lot of celebrities, not all of them, because there's some that are being quiet about it, but there's some that are like posted like blatant videos of them like taking all their Balenciaga stuff and like throwing it in the trash or taking it to like homeless shelters, and they're like not supporting it. But they're not people who are like endorsed by them, you know, like Kim K. Everybody's pissed at her
because she hasn't said anything.
Well, she said something. She did speak out, but she basically said like, I don't know what I'm gonna do from here. Basically, she was like, I'm mad about it, and like, I reached out to Balenciaga and because
here's my thing.
Them, like, how could you guys do this? Like, you know,
I call bullshit. She's saving face.
Well, for sure, she's the face of Balenciaga.
Correct, and like, if you really want to go there, this isn't greenlighting anything Kanye said, but Kanye did say before that his children were being like introduced to pornography or like. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. Like, he said all this shit. He wanted out of Balenciaga. They wouldn't let him out. And he said some off-the-wall shit. He said some shit he shouldn't have said. But at the end of the day, he got out before this shit came out.
Definitely purposeful.
And if you think that Kanye's not some kind of creative at Balenciaga and didn't have insight to what was coming out, you're fucking crazy.
No, I mean, yeah. I don't know. I think it's crazy, but, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it's the whole normalizing the pedophilia thing. Like, what the fuck were they trying to call it? They were trying to make it like...
They don't want people to be called, like, pedophiles.
No,
they want them to be called, like...
yeah, I can't think of the word.
Like, children. Like, something about, like... I don't know.
It's basically making it, like, seem like it's some kind of a disease or, like it's alcoholism and it can be treated or, like... It's something like that. Fuck, what is the word, man? That's going to piss me off.
I don't know, but I just feel like... If you're attracted to children... I don't think you can help what you're attracted to.
I agree with that. But
you know right from wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And if you need to go seek help or seek therapy, okay. And even if you're an older guy and you date someone who's younger, you know, obviously 18 is the legal age. Do I think that a 55-year-old dating an 18-year-old isn't weird? I do think it's weird, but it's legal. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can do things. And if you... I don't know.
It's taking advantage of children that's the problem. Like, when you're young and naive and you have no idea what's going on, and to make an argument of it, 18, you're still young and naive. You don't know the real world.
But you're legal. So, I mean, if you're going to do something, I think there's things you can do. Like, I don't know. It's, like, fucked up.
But that's the thing is I don't think that, at least for some of them, they don't want it to be consensual in the first place. I think that's a part of it, is having the power over these kids, which is fucked up.
I couldn't even imagine. I don't know. But I think either way, right from wrong.
This is a dark episode.
Not really.
We've literally talked about murdering people, being abducted, and now pedophilia.
Well, so what?
I'm just saying, it's a dark episode. I didn't say it was bad.
I mean, it's a good one, though.
Episode.
I think that it's things that need to be talked about, and I think that, I don't know, like...
So you're on Andrew Tate's side now, huh?
Well, I'm not, like, I don't know much about the guy, but I was watching that video, and, like, I was just like, wow, like, this makes sense. Like, he's not, like, he wasn't being a fucking asshole. Like, no, he was just literally honestly breaking it down because he's an educated guy, and, like, he knows about this, and he's, like, basically, these people are Satanists, and their way of doing things, I forget the word, there's, like, a terminology for it, but, like, basically, if you're buying these things and we're showing you what we believe in and you're still purchasing them, well, then that's on you. It's kind of like, well, if you're going to do it, then it must be okay, because if you're buying our products and you know what we stand for, then what we're doing, it's like more like, okay, then it's okay to do it.
It makes them feel like morally okay.
Right, like it's okay if we do it, because, and they know, and it's like the thing is, things though, it's like.
Yeah, most of the stuff that he says, honestly, he makes valid points and he has like good, I think like he's obviously, at the end of the day, he's a salesman. He's trying to sell whatever subscription to his Hustler University or whatever it is. That's the thing. And the only problem with it is that I think a lot of it, honestly, is a bit. Like, he's playing this character. It's fun. Like, it's so off the wall that it is funny. Like, he says shit and I laugh. The first time, like, he ever was, like, popularized in America, he was on fucking Tom Segura's podcast. Like, he's on there saying the same shit he's saying now, but he didn't have the same platform. So the problem is that then he gets on this platform, and he never had a TikTok.
Yeah.
But what he did was, inside this little online university he runs, he got all of them to make TikToks of him. Like, that was his thing. He's like, you guys all go put on my content. And so he would put out content, videos, podcasts, whatever he would do. These other dudes would make so many TikTok accounts that you couldn't avoid it. Like, that's how he blew up. And so then on there, he's saying off the wall shit, mainly about women, which is where, like, people got defensive of it. But he was doing it strictly for one reason. It was to go viral. And it happened. And now he got fucking deplatformed. I'm not going to say canceled, because I don't think canceled's even possible at this point. It's just being deplatformed. But, Elon Musk's Twitter, he's back at it. I don't think it's right
to do that to someone, though.
Me either. I think he should be able to say whatever the fuck he wants.
It's like freedom of speech. Like, if you don't believe in
what he's not in America, first of all.
It doesn't matter, though, because, like, I think to take someone's right away from being on any social media.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, it depends on what you're doing. Like, if you're
inciting riots and stuff, like, which was the argument for Trump, is, like, the January 6th shit. Like, they're like, oh, well, he fucking put that out there. So then it's like, okay, he caused this big, like, actual divisive thing. That's different. Andrew Tate literally has an opinion. The only problem is that it influences the people on TikTok. And who's on TikTok? The younger generation.
Right.
So it's these kids who they think, like, where I'm old enough, I'm like, okay, this dude's fucking trolling. Like, he's out here saying dumb shit to go viral. Where these 12, 13-year-old kids are like, oh, this is Top G said this shit. Let's go. And they're, like, really, like, he's ultimately just creating a cult, honestly. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Which is kind of any brand. Anybody's brand is a cult.
I feel like, I don't know. Whatever. I think you can say what you want to say, and I think that you should have repercussions to what you say. Yeah. Like, I think that if you're going to say something, then, like, I was listening to Unfiltered, there's another podcast, and they were talking about it, like, freedom of speech is a thing, and anybody should be able to say whatever they want, but you shouldn't be able to hide behind
the idea of freedom of speech.
No, but, like, hide behind, like, say, like, have a TikTok account and, like, you are saying all these off-the-wall comments, but, like, you don't have a profile photo up or anything. No one can, like,
you shouldn't be able to be anonymous.
You shouldn't be able to hide behind what you're saying. If you're going to say what you want to say, we should all be able to look you up, find who you are.
And Andrew Tate wasn't fucking hiding.
And say, okay, this person feels this type of way, so let me block them, do what I have to do if I need to call them out, whatever. But, like, you shouldn't be able to say whatever you want to say that's fucking rude and off the wall and be able to hide behind, like they have, like, a bunch of, like, troll accounts of, like, the Kardashians and stuff, and, like, people have, like, these profile pictures and it's, like, memes of them, and, like, they're on here, like, saying all this crazy shit about them. It's like, you shouldn't be able, like, who are you? Like, you shouldn't be able to hide behind
that's anybody in a comment section for real.
And then they were saying, everybody, if you have any sort of social media account, you should have to upload your passport photo, and your passport photo should be your photo on everything. Like you have to have like some sort of ID photo on all social media, so everyone can say, well, this is the person that said this. So whatever we have to do for repercussions.
So then how do you run brand accounts?
I don't know. They were just talking.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but I ain't put my fucking passport photo on there. But I'm like,
yeah, that makes sense, though. Like,
I'm
everyone should be able to say what they want to say.
Bloated mess in my passport photo.
But I think that you should have repercussions to what you say if you're saying things on social media that are...
You should be able to lose... I don't know, though. Like, obviously, a brand can choose to not associate with you. But, like... You shouldn't be able to just be taken off the platform.
No, but you should be able to people to be like, you fucking asshole.
Yeah, because then the same thing that you have an opinion on, they're allowed to have an opinion about what you say.
Right. Which, I don't know. Whatever.
But that's a bigger problem with society is that people don't have opinions. People go off of the masses and what people say. And that is...
People do have opinions. I think a lot of people are just afraid to voice their opinion because they don't want to get the lashback.
I don't know. I think there's a lot of people. I
fucking know myself, and I post certain TikToks, and you see people coming at me like, "You must be a horrible nurse." And
that's different. I mean, like that's just them wanting to. That's trolls on the internet. That's never gonna go away. I mean, people like who genuinely will just side with whatever the majority says.
Yeah,
it's like. We'll just stay on Andrew Tate because we're there. It's people who have never seen it, never heard it, nothing, will just bash him, like him. Just to be a part of the side who seems like they're the majority. There's more people like that out there than there's not, and it's a real problem. Like it's a sheep mentality. It's just these people following a trend because they want to feel like they're in, and they have no fucking idea what they're talking about.
And they also don't want someone if you go on there and say, I like Andrew Tate, everyone's gonna rip you. But I don't know the man. All I know, for a while there, he disappeared. Like he literally disappeared off the face of the fucking earth for a while.
So he just did a podcast last week with the Nelk Boys, which Bradley Martin's on their thing now. They didn't even upload it to YouTube because they were afraid the day before they were gonna upload it, the one that they did with him before he got canceled got a flag on their channel. And like that was done months ago. So we're not even going to upload this one. So they put it on their website and they uploaded the audio. But like it's crazy that you can't even upload it because you know it's going to get you flagged.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I think it's crazy too.
But I think it's all about like why he was canceled.
So do I too. Like what the fuck? This guy.
That's why they do it though.
He is a no damn buddy.
That's the whole thing though. Because the bigger fish to fry have the power. So if they can shift the attention onto somebody else, then guess who's going to all go there? Everyone who just follows the trend.
Yeah.
They know we're about to get real controversial. If COVID taught us anything, it's that they can control the masses whenever they fucking want to.
Andrew Tate said that too. He said that about COVID too.
It's a fact. It's a fact.
Yeah.
You still got motherfuckers out here getting vaccines religiously.
I know.
Those people are hilarious to me.
I don't think it's hilarious. I think like for me, I see the whole COVID thing, I see both sides of things. Like I do. I think that if you are someone who has cancer or you're going through chemo, like
agreed.
Like immunizations, they work. Like they do work. It is something that's a reason why you don't see polio, you don't see measles, you don't see all these crazy things that you were there in the past because we have the vaccines.
But we had them,
and they work.
Those things were on for years and were genuinely tested before those
and I get
vaccines
it.
released.
I get it. I think, but with the COVID thing, I see both points of view. Like, I think that when we read the textbooks, because obviously they have to put this in because 2020 was a big year. And they're going to have to put these in the textbooks. And I think the way that they're going to make it to make it seem, I think I'm personally not going to agree with, because I think they're going to make it seem like it was this horrible
time,
bullshit time. And I think, yes, it was a crazy time. But it wasn't because of like COVID
it was the way they handled it.
It was just because like everything shut down and we had these curfews and like Times Square, like not a single person was there. It's like all these things that have never really happened before, especially like in our lifetimes, are happening. And it's just like crazy to see like the world like for real,
Stop.
like,
Come to a
pause for
standstill.
a while. And, like, it's crazy that, like, that's what happened. But they're going to make it seem like, well, millions and millions and millions of people
They're going to make it
and,
seem like the unvaccinated are absolute horrible people.
Well, whatever they're going to do. Like, I think, yes, people died, and it was, you know, sad. But I just think, like, I feel like when you try to instill fear in people and, like, you try to use fear as, like, a motive, you know, like, the motive and, like, the driving factor with things, that's a problem. I think you should use education. You should say, this is what we know. This is what we think. We believe that if you go get vaccinated, you know, you can decrease your symptoms, this and that. But you shouldn't be like, if you don't get vaccinated, then you're the reason why everybody's dying. And you know, if you are around people
100%
and someone dies and it's because you, like, I don't know. Like, if you don't get vaccinated, like, they told you basically you were going to fucking die. You were going to fall out. You were going to get either really, really, really fucking sick, or you're going to die, or you're a murderer. Like, they made you seem like you were a murderer.
The biggest problem with it is the backtracking 2 years later that says herd
and
immunity
now they're
works.
saying, like, herd immunity is the way to go. But I do get it because they're saying...
But they're not going to put that part in the textbook,
But they're
and
saying
that's the problem.
that enough people are vaccinated now that herd immunity is okay, because you take the whole population of America. Vaccinated people, I guarantee you, are the majority here. So you have 70% of people who are vaccinated, 30% who aren't. Well, the 70% can keep the 30% tight because, you know, we have the, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's what they mean by herd immunity at this point. Because if nobody got vaccinated, everybody said, fuck this shit.
No, but if they would have stayed shut down. But if they would have after the first 2 weeks been like, all right, fuck it, let's just live as it is, it would have evened itself off way sooner than 2 years.
Yeah. I don't know. I will say, speaking from a medical standpoint of things and me working in different environments and stuff, I will say, though, taking care of the COVID patients that I did take care of were by far the sickest people that I've ever taken care of in my life.
Okay, but let's treat the root cause of it, which is generally just not taking care of yourself as a human being in general.
That is a big factor, but that wasn't the only factor.
I get that, but no like big doctor, no big pharma wants to put out, let's just take care of yourself in general.
Well,
when that would solve a million
problems. That's the problem with American healthcare in general. And that's why
it's not American healthcare, it's the American way. It's consumerism, it's everything.
I just think, like, it's just like, if you live a healthy lifestyle and you make the right decisions with what you feel in your body, like, obviously, if you're 400 pounds, you're going to have high blood pressure. Think about how much body you have now. And blood has to get to all the parts of your body, you know what I mean? Like, you're twice as big as you should be. Your heart is going to have to work twice as much. Like, that's just common sense. Like,
but it's not for most people.
And then, like, of course you're going to have high cholesterol. Of course you're going to have clogged arteries. Of course you're at a risk for a heart attack because you didn't get 400 pounds from eating vegetables and eating clean meats and drinking fucking water. You got that big because you're eating burgers. You're eating greasy foods. You're not working out. It's like, you know, it's, if you just think about it a little bit more, you would understand. Like, and I've seen so many doctors and, like, so many patients, and, like, I, like, being a nurse, like, I would love to go work in, like, the Virgin Islands where, like, a lot of things are just, like, non-medicine, like, non-pharma, you know, a lot of it's holistic stuff, because I personally think everything on this earth is what we need to be healthy.
Agreed.
I think that we have everything we need on this earth to heal ourselves.
We're just lazy and
to do everything. Like, I really would love to, like, get into, like,
holistic medicine.
Yeah, and, like, looking up, like, okay, you have this herb, you take this, you do this, and it wouldn't. I just think we have everything we need on this earth. And when you start making all these chemically made
they did it for years.
Yeah, all these chemically made things. Of course, there's a problem with it. Like, when you take a pill for every problem you fucking have, that's an issue. Like, I get anxiety, depression, that's a thing, and I get it, and, you know.
There's these natural things prescribed, yes, that you can prescribe, but, like, for that.
There's also things you can do to get yourself, I think, like, I don't know. I don't want to say, like, everybody can heal themselves, because I do think that there's a certain point of trauma, there might be no healing 100%, depending on what you've been through. But it, like, do I think that like SSRIs, like antidepressants, do they work? Yes, I do think they work. But I think
cause other issues.
They cause
in the
long-term problems though, because now you're dependent on it, or now your body's so used to this, so now you have.
Or it's causing something else to go wrong in your body.
Or it's causing you to not be able to sleep at night. Or people take these medications and they have like these horrible vivid dreams. Like, so you take Lexapro, that's fucking great.
And they put you on something else.
But now you're having these fucking like vivid dreams to the point where like you literally every time you go to bed, like you feel like you're fucking fighting for your fucking life.
That's what I was getting at, was there's a root cause of things, and instead they prescribe, then another problem comes, they prescribe,
so then let me just give you like a Xanax before bed, or let me give you like a tranquilizer
before you know you're on 5 things
out. So it's like, I don't know, like, and I've said this so many times, but like if you just take care of yourself, things are hereditary. Like there are things that you can't control. Like, yeah, for sure. Like there are, like my aunt, she just has blood clots. She's just born with just thicker fucking blood. Like there's certain things that you cannot control. Like you're born with diabetes type 1. That was out of your control.
Right.
But diabetes type 2, that 100% was put on you. You chose to live this way. So there are things that you can't control, no. But I will say about 80% of the problems that Americans have are controllable. And people just want the easy way out of things. And they're like, oh, well, the doctor put me on this, so I should be good here and this and that. And it's like, it's a fucking Band-Aid, but it's not a solution. Like, we don't give people the solution to the problems that they need, the problems that they have. And it's a problem. But if you figure you cure every single person and you get every person on track,
out of business.
You don't have money.
Correct. That's
the
American way. But we're coming up on an hour. So
I want to keep going.
What else are you going to talk about?
I don't know. This has been a good... See, me vaping. This is right here.
Not good.
Not a good thing.
We can record another one for next week. We can just get ahead.
So if I come out and someone says you have lung cancer, you have a collapsed lung. That's on you. This is something that I know I'm doing, and I know the risk of doing it. Same thing if you're fucking drowning yourself in fucking soda or drowning yourself in fucking greasy, fatty foods. You have to be able to say, okay, well, this is a heart attack potentially waiting to happen, and I have to accept this, and this is what I'm choosing to do. And that's how I feel. When you drink alcohol, when you take drugs, these are things you're risking. Okay, I'm putting myself at risk for liver failure, to have, a horrible rest of my life if I drink alcohol every fucking day. But this is what I'm choosing to do. So when these problems do come up, I'm not sitting here saying, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like, no, it's just not how it works. You shoot up drugs for the first time. That's a risk you're taking. You're saying, okay, this is the chance I'm going to be addicted to this. I may die from doing this, but I'm still choosing to do it anyways. It's with anything. So that's me. I vape, I do vape, and I accept what could potentially happen to me. So when it does happen, I'm not going to sit here and play the victim card. I can say I take accountability for what I did.
So I'm going to do a plug here. If you guys are feeling like maybe you need to take care of yourself a little bit more, DTI got a community launching January 16th.
Check it out, everybody.
It's going to be very affordable. We're talking like $30 a month. We're going to do group calls, individual calls, so we could like really dial in mental, physical, spiritual health. Like we're literally like trying to do everything here. We have a fucking cool platform that we're in now that is really about to like take this thing to the next level. Obviously, you're not going to like get everything out of like what this community is going to be unless you talk to one of us. So feel free at It's DThack on pretty much every social media. Shoot me a message and we can literally hop on a call and just bullshit, see if you're going to be a good fit and if it's something you would be interested in. That's my plug.
Yeah.
Do you really want to keep going, or are we cutting this, baby?
I like to keep going. I feel it's been a good podcast. I've missed it. I have one more thing to say. We can reset the camera if we need to. It's very short.
Go ahead. We got 2 minutes.
Well, it ain't that short. But I did, everybody, guess what? We go to Costa Rica in 5 weeks, and I did my first foot mask. And I'm super excited about it because in a couple days, all my foot skin's going to peel off.
I'm not looking forward to that because she's been picking her toenails off.
Well, that's a whole separate thing. But if you have raunchy feet, dry feet, cracked feet, I'll let you guys know because I want some good feet. And I'm a person, I don't, call me gross.
If you want good feet, what are you picking your toenails off for? That looks like shit.
I know.
I'm talking she's picking them and just setting them in the couch between us. It is disgusting.
It is gross.
She just leaves them. They have like cracked ass toenail polish. It's probably been there for 3 months. It is nasty, guys. Nasty.
No, I just painted them.
And she has the nerve to talk about my fucking herpes.
It is gross. It's just something about, if you're a picker, you get it, okay? Picking that shit is fun. But regardless, I am a person, I don't get pedicures or manicures very often. I think I maybe get one a year. I do it myself, like if I have ingrown toenails and stuff, because I get them because I have wide feet. So like a lot of my shoes are tight, and that's really what causes ingrown toenails, is like having tight shoes and stuff, because your nails can't grow upward, so they grow into your skin. And I did them myself. So like this is just another part of my at-home pedicure. I almost said pedophile. I got pedophiles on the brain.
An at-home pedophile.
I do. I
think most of them probably happen at home.
What?
Pedophiles.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, what if we lived in a world where like you walked around and like everyone can just like the words floated above you, like what you are as a person. Like,
what do you mean what you are?
They would say, Asian. Sometimes bitchy.
You wouldn't say
nurse.
Sometimes. I wouldn't like that.
And like, what if you could walk around and someone has like pedophile, rapist, murderer?
You get nurse and they get rapist.
Well, that's what they are. And then they're also a truck driver.
That is very specific. That's kind of fucked.
I know.
I wouldn't want that. Dude, could you imagine if people could read your thoughts at all times?
Horrible.
Oh my God. Some of the things I think.
Imagine being able to read everyone's thoughts.
I couldn't be with someone like that. If you could see inside my head, could not be with you.
I think if you could read everyone's thoughts, I think you would not be able to be with anybody.
I think you go crazy.
You would. But if you can like turn it on and off, because then you feel like you're schizophrenic. If you can literally hear everyone's thoughts around you, you would go mad.
You would have to like zone in on one person.
But you can also if you could turn it on and off, that's great. People talk about like superhero powers. Who the fuck would ever want mind reading abilities?
No. Well, it wouldn't be mad if you could like choose the mind to read.
I don't want to read anyone's mind.
Me either. Especially like there's probably some dark minds out there. Like I think some
it'd be
dark shit.
Intriguing at first. Like you'd be like, oh, this is intriguing. But then
I think it'd be cool to read minds for a day.
You would hate everybody.
One day.
I think you would feel like the world is a horrible place, because I think more people have bad thoughts than good thoughts.
And here, you think that if this is completely hypothetical, obviously because it's not real, but do you think like if someone could read thoughts, that like when you're watching a movie or something pre-recorded, like let's say like I'm watching a podcast, that I can hear the thoughts that they were thinking when it was recorded?
No.
What's the difference?
Well, they're not in front of you.
No, but you can still see that person and shit.
No, I think you'd have to be in front of the person, like around the people. Like it'd have to be like, no, because no, you can't like watch TV and oh, they're thinking that. No, it would have to be you're physically in front of the person, because it's you would be picking up on what they're doing right in the moment. And I think you'd have to be around people. I don't think you can just look at a poster and say, damn.
Not a poster, but like somewhere where people are recorded. Like,
no.
Because you can hear what we're saying out loud, so why couldn't you hear what they're thinking?
No.
In that moment, not like what they're thinking
10
days after they recorded it.
I don't think they would work that way, no.
Because that'd be cool.
That would not be cool.
Actually, though, like, when things like this are happening, it's not like I have a lot of other thoughts going on in my head. So, like, it kind of forces you to be very present.
On the podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of the very few places.
Unless you're having, like, a whole down and out situation. But even then.
Right, but it's one of the few places I feel like we have, like, legitimate conversations.
I feel like, and I literally don't think about anything else.
And there's also things I think that we've talked about on the podcast where if we were off of the podcast, it could potentially spiral into an argument. But we're obviously not going to argue on these mics. Oh. So we let the other person get their complete thought out.
I would argue on these mics.
Yeah, but not like to the same extent that we would off of them.
When we first started the podcast, remember we had to like restart because we would get into an argument. Yeah. We would get into a full-blown fight.
We used to record it in your bed.
Well, I didn't know how to podcast at first. Like I didn't know what it really was.
You just wanted to like
reminisce.
Yeah, you would not even that, but you wanted to like map out the whole thing. Be like, here's a story I have for today. And then it was like everything had to revolve around that one topic.
Yeah, no. Now it's like I don't think about shit. I mean, if something crazy happens to me, then like, okay, cool. But No.
The more podcasts you watch, I feel like the more you're like, oh, we can literally just... People want to just hear where your thoughts go. Like, how a conversation naturally goes.
Yeah.
They don't want it to say... Because if they wanted to hear like that, they'll just fucking watch like a late night talk show.
And they also have like podcasts that are like in every niche possible.
Yeah.
So if you want to get some good information...
Yeah, y'all know you're not here for like real shit.
If you're here, you know what it is. I would love to know who's here. I know like the solid 10, but like everybody else, like who are you?
And like the fact that our audio still gets relative to the same plays as our video.
So, like, it's double. So we get like almost like 100 listens every time we put one out.
In the first week, and then after that, it still continues to rise.
I just would like to know, who are you? And like, if you,
how do you find us?
And if you are listening to us every week and like you don't know us, who are you? Like, slide in our DMs and say, hey. I would love to know like who listens to us, because the ones that I know listen to us. Cool.
But even my dad just listens to audio.
Yeah, cool. What's up? Nice to see you. Nice, I know who you are. Thanks. You're real. But if you have been listening to us for like, say, 5 weeks or more, and you just like our podcast, like, I would love to be able to thank you and like know who you are, because I think that's like so freaking cool that we have people who don't even fucking know us.
But we have to have people who don't know us who watch regularly
and listen to us. Or, like you're driving to work and you choose to put us on in your car. That's nice. But I would like this podcast. I would listen to it. I think it's good. I think we got a lot of good things going. And I think 2023...
I think it's gotten better.
I want to get this thing behind us really together.
Yeah, maybe you don't break it.
I broke the sign. We all know I broke the fucking sign.
But we are also going to really start getting clips. We did it for like an episode, and it actually helped. Like, we gained a few followers from it.
Yeah.
So we're going to start doing it. It was hard when we were fucking traveling, and like we were literally recording 2 weeks in advance and like getting it ready to go and then left. But now we're back for...
I would love to have a little segment every episode where we like focus in on one. I don't know, like either someone who listens to us. Like, I want people to ask us questions, and like I've tried to do this before, and there's just like no fucking way to do it. Like, I wish that we could like make. I'm sure something out there where like you can go click on a link and like there's like a little submission box, and you can like ask us something about our opinions or how we feel.
Just DM us.
Yeah, but no one fucking does it, you fucking bitches. So I would like to be like, hey guys, go to this. Even if I say it, though, you wouldn't fucking do it.
That's what I'm saying. You think that if they don't DM us, that they're going to go to a random link?
I just would like for you guys, if you guys like what we have to say and you want to hear our opinion about
comment
something,
it in the damn video.
It doesn't matter if it's controversial. It doesn't matter anything at all. I would love to do like a little segment where we like...
worst case scenario, I just go in on you for a minute.
Or like anything. Like, I just would like to incorporate our viewers into...
Give us fucking topics for real.
Just anything. Like, you have a crazy story, I'd love to break down your crazy stories. And, if you do submit something, just know that we might not be the kindest, but we'll be honest.
Facts.
But yeah, I'm thinking...
And I'm not going to, like, be rude. I'm just... Well, I might be, but, like, it's all in good fun.
He may, and
but it's in good fun. Like, I'm not...
But that's also the risk, and it's how we're going to be like, okay, Joe
Adams you'll be
from fucking this state, you fucking loser.
From Montana, come on down.
Right, you fucking loser.
What if one of, like, our solid listeners' name is really that? Joe Adams.
Well...
He's like, how the fuck do they know?
Because we do.
You want to go get a beer?
We could.
What are we doing tonight, man?
I don't know. I got called off work yesterday, everybody. Second day back, already called off. So, that's awesome.
My neck is going crazy.
People are like, how can you like being called off? What about your money?
Fuck my money, ho.
I'm like...
Money comes, money goes.
Yeah, but my life... But days off are great. I love being off work.
You just had a month off.
I know. It's a great life. But I don't think that we as humans should just work. I think that is not what life is about. Life is about obviously working because you need to be able to live. But life is not about working.
How do you think the jobs got normalized? Because at some point, like, it wasn't.
You take it back to the old times. Everybody, but the thing about it is, in the old times,
you were like
everybody's job is what made the community work.
Right.
Like,
you didn't get paid for it.
If the bread maker fucking dropped dead, fell out, you guys have no fucking bread. That's an issue.
And I don't think, like, At least at first, like they weren't getting paid for it. It was just like we all know we have
I
a
think
skill to
barter
contribute.
system. I'll give you a loaf of bread if you give me a shirt, or I'll give you a loaf of bread
Right.
if you
So you're
give
just
me...
contributing basically though to the community, and everyone's kind of helping everyone function.
It's a functioning.
And then at
society.
some point, somebody said, "No, you know what? I'm gonna fucking."
Well, what happened?
If you want this bread, you're gonna fucking pay up.
Out, and
It was before that.
No, but like all these, because like now jobs, like you could wipe off 30% of Americans' jobs, and we're all fucking fine. Like I'm talking about like stupid jobs, like I don't know, fucking get rid of fucking TikTok for God's fucking sakes. That's people's job working on TikTok. Get rid of YouTube. Like the world would not change. I mean, it would change a little bit in the way of like viewing things, but it wouldn't change as like, oh my God, we can't fucking function. Like you get rid of all the electricians, all the plumbers, all the people who...
You're fucked.
You're fucked. All the people who work for the internet, you're fucked. But like, you know, it's just there's so many jobs I feel like are so fucking pointless.
But they're not pointless. They provide something like that's entertainment.
Yeah, I know. But before there was TikTok, what were you doing?
Watching television, which television's now not what it used to be.
I'm saying like those people who work for TikTok. Like before you
something else in media.
I mean, you might.
Oh well, not creators. Creators were just
people. There's this girl.
But so many creators never had a job.
She has like 1 million followers on TikTok.
So many creators have never had jobs. They came up young and got on the platform.
Or they just were a fucking scrub daddy and just made a video and happened to pop off, so now they can make ends meet. But either way, happy for you. Like, I think I get it how you fucking live it.
Yeah, we're literally out here recording a podcast right now.
But we are not. We don't make any money.
Yeah, but that's irrelevant. What is the goal here, though?
To make money.
Correct.
But we also aren't, like, doing things that it takes to make money.
No, we're definitely not.
We're doing very bare minimum shit, but...
Not in 2023,
I think it's just... I like to, like, just talk.
It'll be, honestly, like, it's cool to... We're going to have our entire relationship documented.
I know. Everything.
Like, our children could look back...
listen to this and say, oh my God, this is my mom and dad. Like, this is my mom and dad when they were young. Like, wow.
Like, wow, they were fucked up.
We aren't fucked up.
We say some shit on here.
We are not, like, talking about a bunch... I mean, this episode was... But we were,
but here's the
like...
thing. You don't know... Okay, that's very easy to say. You don't know the climate of the world in 40 years.
Yeah, we don't. It's going to be a shit show.
Yeah.
It's going to be a shit show.
So, like, they could look at us and be like, wow.
They projected that AI is going to take... Like, eventually, like, every single creator is going to be AI. Like, there are going to be no human creators because...
I don't believe that.
Then...
That's the same way that they think that robots are going to take over the world.
Well, that's stupid.
Yeah, exactly. I get AI's cool, but like, it literally took an hour to make those pictures for me. An hour.
Took you an hour for them to make it. That's cool.
I uploaded 17 photos and it gave me 100 back, but it took like over an hour for them to actually get the AI working to do it. They're fucking cool, dude. I ain't gonna lie to you.
We could use them as like, I would like to use them as like our podcast. We could totally. Ew, look at the bottom one. I
like him. He's fucking gritty, bro. That definitely looks like me.
If you put on like 50 pounds. Yeah, chubby cheeks.
That looks just like me, right?
Does.
That looks like me. And if me and Chris Hemsworth had a baby. Fucking me and Thor right there. Now that one looks just like me, bro. You guys can't tell me this don't look like me. That's fucking fire if I ever
And if you
that.
aren't looking and you're listening, it doesn't look like him.
What about that one? That one looks like me.
Yeah, because it's you.
But it's cool.
That was us in Mexico.
That's me as an astronaut.
I love your hair that they gave you.
Andrew Tate right there.
Yeah.
Just like me.
That it looks like my
Taylor
love of
Lautner.
my life. Okay.
Just like me, right? I kept that one because it's kind of cool. I kind of look like Keanu Reeves.
He's hot.
I look good, bro. I got headphones on in all of these. Swolder, bro. Look at my fucking chest.
That's what your arms look like.
For real? That's what you think? Hell yeah.
Drake.
He's cool, man.
Yeah. AI is cool.
That one's really fucking cool. Like, I feel like that I'd be in a comic book.
That's you older.
I feel like that kind of looks like me right now.
It's older. I love that wrinkle on your forehead.
I know, it's in all of them.
MMA. Yeah, it's cool. Well, I think I'm done.
You think that one looks like me?
I mean, it does, but from the... You don't have
You don't
that.
like the 8-pack?
You don't have that core, boy. Sorry.
Not yet.
Dude, I've been hearing this forever.
I'm bulking. What do you think I'm bulking for?
I mean, when you did cut, you had something there.
When I did 75 hard,
you had that photo shoot on top of the
yeah, I had a
parking
6-pack then. That's probably like the one time in my life where I had a 6-pack.
Six packs are just so like, unless like you're gifted and like can just have
Freddie.
it no matter what. But it's like so just, I don't know.
But no, you can get yourself though to a point where you can have it forever. Like, if I would really get down there, I can make it sustainable.
I mean, yeah,
It's doable. I mean, look at Alex.
and everybody has one.
Yeah, it's just about having a low enough body fat percentage to see it.
Yeah.
So who knows? Me and Freddie kind of talked about doing a bodybuilding show, so we'll see what's up.
That'd be so funny. You guys are gonna be like painted black.
Yeah, it'd be weird to see Freddie that dark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Would you go?
I mean, yeah.
You better come to the Spartan race.
What the fuck is that?
The Spartan race we're doing in May.
I don't know.
It's like 13 miles, 30 obstacles.
If I can.
It's in North
Is
Carolina.
it like what's that one?
Tough Mudder?
Yeah.
A little more intense, but yeah. But I'm gonna stay with them all. So like we're gonna all do it like as a team, like the 4 of us. I think we're gonna have like cool like shirts made up for it. Like just like DTI related shirts.
Ow, my ass. You guys should all make AI and put your AI characters on the back of you guys, like little fighters.
I paid $6 for that.
And I want to do it. But that'd be cool for the podcast if like we could like put our faces here, kind of like Bad Friends, but like, you know, put us. I'd like to rebrand our podcast one more.
You've been saying that.
Change our name.
You gotta like come to me with some good ideas.
I want to get rid of Dom Dyl. I want to get something more catchy because like most podcasts are not Dom Dyl. Like most podcasts have a catchy name to them.
Well, give me some ideas and we'll see. And I
And
need
I'm
the chop
thinking
block.
it's called like.
Oh, you have an idea?
No, I'm thinking it has to be something with relationship or like
Not necessarily.
something, but I'm gonna think about it because I think if we change our name too, it could get more traction. Because I think Dom Dyl is just like so stupid at this point. Like it's basic. It's who
it'd be
we are.
like it could be something with Dom and Dyl, but yeah, I get
I
what
don't
you're
even
saying.
think that though. I think it could just be a couple words or like
All the other ones, like if you look on their audio, it says with in their names. Granted, they're also famous people.
Yeah, but I think if we change our name something more catchy, a little bit funny, and then like we took our characters and they put them behind.
Yeah,
us
we don't
or
need to talk about
something.
this on air, but yeah.
But yeah, so anybody have any ideas for our podcast name? Let us know. My feet are starting to crack.
Other than that, fucking subscribe. Like, I know all y'all ain't subscribed, so quit playing with me. And
if you're still listening,
Real one.
thanks. And yeah, subscribe.
If you're still listening, comment.
And
say
do
still
something.
here.
Like, come on. Like,
Literally comment and say
we need
still
more
here.
engagement. Like, if you guys really like us and support us, then what the fuck is up? Like, come on. Like, you need to comment so we can get into people's fucking YouTube recommendations or whatever. But in order to do that, we need you guys to help us.
And we'll be releasing some clips here this week. So that's all I got.
My feet are gonna peel soon.
I'm about to piss my pants.
Hopefully they peel next episode so I can show you guys all my feet. I can peel them off on air.
Gross. But we'll see you then. Peace.
Bye.